everyone. It's Tina Vesely. Welcome to this week's Spiritual Tidbits. This week's episode is on Are You Happy? Now, a lot of times we are content and we don't always feel stimulated, whether it's something with home, ourself, work, relationships. But a lot of the times it's because we don't really express what we want. We'll feel that we're happy maybe at the job because it is what we enjoy doing, um, or in our home because this is what we're able to have. But we don't go that little bit extra to try to adjust it to make us feel more fulfilled, to have like that love, more of a completion. And so one of the things that I'm recommending is to sit back and to think, whether it's of the home, whether if it's of work, relationship, or self, and think about what you would truly like to have in your life. If it was work, for instance, make up a little schedule of to like, what would my ideal life be like? And this can actually hit a couple different avenues. It could be for the body, mind, and spirit. Because if you have a bit of a balance, it makes it easier. Some people think working 6 to 7 days a week is good for them. Well, it might be good for their bank account. But on the other hand, they're really not putting that attention into the spiritual side or their health side. And so what I'm recommending is make a little schedule to be a bit more flexible so that you have that time, whether it's to meditate or maybe you don't want to work every Friday or every Saturday and you only want to work 5 or 4 days a week, whatever it is. But just draw up like a little schedule for yourself as to what your ideal work schedule would be, and maybe some people don't work. So maybe you're retired or you're a stay-at-home mom, which is a different type of schedule. Write up a little schedule for yourself and put in those times. Some of you may not like schedules and calendars and all that stuff, but for me, that's how I keep things balanced for myself, where I do have those times to meditate, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour, whatever I usually allot. But I have those down times because that's what makes me feel more successful, more complete. Um, and I'm happier when I don't do it. I don't have that like that peace in my heart, that completion. And so I highly recommend that. Recently, I was at a retreat, and one of the retreat goers had said how happy he was at work. And he was working 6 days a week, not getting the time off that he wanted. He loved his work, he loved his life and everything. But then he complained about it at the same time. And so, as I had said, even, well, if you're complaining, then it's not ideal. So, how can we make it ideal? He happened to own the business that he was working at. So, I did explain to him, make that little schedule for himself and pencil that in so that he could end up having some free time to, take his wife on a date, to, go jogging like he wanted to or hiking like he used to, because he wasn't having that time. And you'll see how, even though maybe you want that extra day because that's your like vacation money or however, well, you'll be surprised as you put a bit of a balance, money will come to you in another way. But you have to have that positive outlook on it, and knowing that as you have that balance in life, watch how it comes back to you. It's important to have that, and it's important to follow your calling, because if you don't, and you keep on sliding off track, that's you get into like a whirlpool thing, and you have to pull yourself out of it, and you can end up resenting that work or people, or where you live, other things. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to enjoy your life and to feel as fulfilled as you could. So my little bit of homework for you is, what would your ideal schedule be like? And draw it up. What do you have to lose? 5 or 10 minutes out of your life? Meanwhile, you might be able to shift it and give yourself a little bit more, because we can't add another day to the week or another couple hours to the day, but we can plan on how we use that time. Well, I'm Tina Vesely. I welcome you to like and subscribe this video. I also have a podcast on Spotify, and just look up Tina Vesely, also on Apple and Google and iHeart, amongst a few others. If you have any suggestions that you would like to have me do as a spiritual tidbit, please email me at tinavesely@aol.com. Also, feel free to check out my website at www.tinavesely.com. Well, I enjoyed our little talk today, and I look forward to assisting you on your journey as I live mine. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.